Greetings. Here's a video dedicated to Jackie, Jaczke of Reddit, and a few others that asked me for clarification on my episode 2 video. Let me go a little overboard and dive into my field of study, which is kinesiology, the study of human movement, and also exercise science. He or she asks, "Great video, but I'm not sure what you mean by those ankle muscle using T-stops. Could you show or explain how to do the healthy one?" So here's a PowerPoint presentation I made to explain it more in depth. Foot inversion, also referred to as supination. I call it foot inversion because it only refers to the foot, since supination can also apply to the wrist. Foot inversion brings your foot from the neutral position medially, meaning towards the midline of your body, in the frontal plane. Figure A shows inversion, followed by eversion, and figure B shows the frontal plane. Foot inverters, which are the muscles that invert the foot, include the tibialis anterior, tibialis posterior, flexor digitorum longus, and flexor hallucis longus. Ligaments connect bone to bone. If you recall in my previous video, this means that they protect the structural integrity of your joints. Without ligaments, your bones would not hold together in what we know to be the shape of a human. When T-stopping without the activation of your inverter muscles, a direct stretch is placed onto this deltoid ligament. The deltoid ligament is made up of the posterior tibio-talar ligament, posterior meaning behind, tibio meaning in relation to your tibia, which is your shin bone, and talar meaning in relation to your talar bone, which is on your foot. The tibio-calcaneal ligament, which connects the tibia to the calcaneus, tibio-navicular ligament, tibia to navicular, and the anterior tibio-talar ligament, again located in the front. Anterior means front. It connects the tibia to the talar bone. It is collectively known as the deltoid ligament because it forms a triangle shape. Delta in the Greek alphabet is shaped like a triangle. Thus, the deltoid ligament, oid meaning like, it is triangle-like. This deltoid ligament is what gets sprained in a medial ankle sprain. A medial ankle sprain is when the ankle excessively everts and the deltoid ligament absorbs too much stress, and more stress than it can handle. Though medial ankle sprains are very uncommon in most sports, skaters that use the T-stop by relying on this ligament are much more prone to straining it. As a result, it can become sore, irritated, inflamed, painful, or it can potentially tear. To avoid putting unnecessary strain on the deltoid ligament, consider the use of the muscles that invert the foot. These muscles protect against excessive eversion during the T-stop by basically performing the opposite motion. Tendons connect muscle to bone, and they were built to produce and absorb large amounts of force. Therefore, the activation of your inverters is the perfect solution. In addition, the more force you apply to your back leg to do the T-stop, the more stopping power you will have. It's no different than a heel brake. The more you press on it, the more stopping power you'll have. Here's an exaggeration of what it looks like from the side, which is a lateral view. But here's a demonstration of what it looks like to do a T-stop by relying on the deltoid ligament. And in this demonstration, it becomes strikingly apparent how doing so can cause injury. As you can see, that exaggerated eversion, but if you don't use your muscles, you're relying on the ligaments. So in the second part of this video, I demonstrate how to do the T-stop properly. So the foot has to be either in the neutral position and isometrically contracting, which basically means to hold it in place while using the muscle, and it remains close to the leading foot. So here is a T-stop demonstration that I'm actually doing while going downhill. the actual original clip to this video will be released later down in the series, but I decided to use it for this PowerPoint presentation because it gave me the best view of what I was talking about here. So if you notice in this clip how I perform my T-stops, I'll play it first so you guys can see what is happening, but I can talk at the same time. To the untrained eye, it may look like a normal T-stop. However, because you now know the biomechanics behind it, you can see that I'm not just dragging my foot behind me to slow down, but instead, you can tell that I'm actively using both my adductors, or adductors, and my foot inverters to pull the wheels of my back skate in toward my front skate. It is observable by how close my rear foot remains to my front foot. When practicing the activation of your inverters, you will also notice that your adductor muscles are, this is a posterior view, meaning from behind, but the inside muscles here of your leg are your adductors, okay? They will be engaged. They'll get tired in the beginning, but keep at it, and they will protect you. So I hope you learned something new today, and I hope this answered your question.